Selling across time zones. Managing international customers, bookings, and replies. Your next customer might buy at 3 a.m. your time. Here's how to run global order and support workflows without burning out. The first time it happens, it feels like a glitch. You wake up, check your phone, and there's a sale sitting in your inbox from a customer in Manila or Melbourne who bought while you were asleep. Then it happens again. Once your link is in a bio that anyone in the world can tap, your audience stops being local, and your business stops running on your local clock. That's a great problem to have, but only if you build a system for it. Left unmanaged, global demand turns into 2 a.m. notification anxiety, missed coaching calls, and customers who feel ignored. Managed well, it's a business that sells while you sleep and still feels calm to run. Start by sorting what actually needs your live attention. Not every product in your catalog has a time zone problem. An ebook, a Notion template, a preset pack, a self-paced course. These deliver themselves the moment payment clears, day or night, anywhere on Earth. That's the whole point of instant automatic delivery. The buyer gets their download link on screen and by email immediately, no matter what time it is where you live. That's why digital products are the easiest thing to sell globally, and worth building out before you worry about anything more complex. Time zones only become a real headache once you're selling something that requires you live at a specific moment. One-on-one coaching calls, webinars, or a support conversation someone expects answered right now. So the first move isn't a scheduling hack, it's an honest audit of your offers. Which ones are async? Buy, receive, done, and which ones are synchronous? Buy. Then we both need to be awake at the same time. Everything async should already feel time zone proof. Everything synchronous needs the systems below. Booking coaching calls across time zones without the back and forth. The single biggest source of international booking chaos is ambiguity about whose clock a time refers to. 3 p.m. means nothing on its own to someone in Lagos messaging someone in Los Angeles. Always display and confirm times with an explicit zone reference, and get in the habit of writing it 2 ways. Your time and theirs. A booking confirmation that says, Thursday, 3:00 p.m. EST. That's 8:00 p.m. in London, 4:00 a.m. Friday in Singapore. Prevents almost every no-show that stems from confusion rather than flakiness. Cap how many time zones you'll actively book coaching slots across per week if your calendar is getting unmanageable, rather than saying yes to every hour. Batch international calls into 2 or 3 windows a week. Early morning and late evening, say, instead of scattering them randomly through your day. Build a short pre-call message template that reconfirms the date, time in both zones, and the meeting link. Sent a day ahead. For webinars, run 1 live session and record it. Since a single live time can never fairly serve every zone at once. Meeting links and call details deliver the same automatic way your downloads do right after checkout. So the mechanics aren't the hard part. The communication is. If you're still figuring out how your booking and delivery flow should look end to end, a live example store shows the whole thing running from offer to confirmation. Set a reply time promise, then keep it. Nothing erodes trust with an international customer faster than silence they can't explain. A buyer in Tokyo who messages your inbox and gets nothing back for 20 hours doesn't know you were asleep. They just know you didn't respond. The fix isn't answering instantly around the clock. That's a fast route to burnout. It's setting an expectation and being visibly consistent about it. Put your typical reply window somewhere a customer will see it before they message and mean it. The tiering trick. Delivery and payment issues get same-day priority, no matter the hour, because money is involved. Everything else can wait for your normal working hours, even if the customer is 12 time zones away. Say this out loud in your own messaging so nobody has to guess. Use your customer list as a time zone and context memory, not just a contact book. Your customer list is more useful than most creators treat it. Beyond names and emails, it's where you can note the small context that makes international support feel personal instead of generic. What time zone a repeat customer is in, what currency they think in, or that they always book calls on weekends because of their day job. None of this needs to be elaborate. A one-line note the first time you notice a pattern, usually messages evenings UK time, saves you from re-asking basic scheduling questions every interaction, and customers notice when you remember. Note the customer's apparent time zone the first time a call or message reveals it. Flag any currency confusion. A customer who mentions a price in their local currency, so you can clarify before, not after, checkout. Record language preference if a customer writes in or asks for a non-English reply. Tag repeat international customers, so you can prioritize their support messages appropriately. Review your list monthly for patterns, like a country or region where demand for calls is clustering. Currency clarity prevents half your support tickets before they happen. A surprising share of support messages from international buyers aren't really support issues. They're currency confusion. Someone sees a price, does rough mental math into their own currency, and messages you unsure if they were charged correctly. You don't need to run prices in every currency on Earth to fix this. Apple Pay and Google Pay already handle local currency conversion automatically at checkout, and Stripe or PayPal settle everything cleanly straight into your account. What actually helps is being upfront in your product descriptions that prices are listed in one currency and that the buyer's card or wallet handles conversion. One sentence, placed once, prevents a recurring trickle of anxious messages. The goal isn't to be awake for every time zone. It's to build a store where most of the customer journey doesn't need you awake at all. Discounts and campaigns that respect the clock. Flash sales are a classic case where time zones quietly cut your results in half. A 24-hour sale launched at 9 a.m. in New York is already halfway over by the time your audience in Southeast Asia wakes up to see it. If a chunk of your following is international, run discount codes on a slightly longer window, 36-48 hours instead of 24, so the sale spans a full waking day in more than one region. And use broadcast campaign emails to remind people as their own morning arrives rather than only sending once at your local launch time. Put the whole system on paper once, then let it run. The creators who handle international customers best aren't the ones answering messages at 4 a.m. They're the ones who wrote down their rules once and stopped renegotiating them every time a new message came in. Reply windows, booking confirmation wording, currency notes, sale length defaults. Decide each once. Put it somewhere you and future customers can see it, and revisit it quarterly instead of improvising under pressure. If you haven't set up the underlying tools yet, it's worth doing that groundwork before your next international spike in traffic. You can create your store and connect Stripe or PayPal in minutes, which is what makes all of this automatic in the first place. The store, not you, is what's awake at 3 a.m. Key takeaways. Digital products and instant delivery already solve most of the time zone problem. Lean into that instead of fighting it. Coaching calls and webinars need explicit time zone labeling everywhere, or you'll get double booked and no-shows set and honest. Written reply time expectation, so 3 a.m. silence doesn't feel like abandonment. Use customer notes to track time zone, language, and currency context so replies feel personal, not generic. A tiered response plan, instant, same day, next business day, protects your sleep and your reputation at the same time. Start your creator store free at store.fan.